Tonight, we're hearing from loved ones of one of last week's homicide victims in North Idaho. The men police believe are connected to the deaths of Gerald Don Henderson and James Mauney are both in jail.
They were arrested in Twin Falls after one of them allegedly shot and injured Idaho Department of Correction officers during what police say was a planned attack to get the other out of custody in Boise. Abby Davis joins us now. And Abby, Henderson and his partner knew one of these men.
That's right. His partner says Nicholas Umfenauer lived with them for a short time and also visited Henderson not long ago.
The loss is incalculable to me. I can't put it into words.
Devastation after police found Don Henderson's body at his home outside Orofino last week. His longtime partner, Ron Thompson, talked to our NBC affiliate in Spokane, KHQ, about the homicide.
I just can't believe he's gone. He has such a big heart.
Police are investigating whether these men, Skylar Meade and Nicholas Umfenauer, took Henderson's life. They're also looking into whether they're connected to the death of James Mauney and Julietta. The two were arrested Thursday afternoon after a 36-hour manhunt. They were on the run after Umfenauer allegedly helped Meade break out of Idaho Department of Correction custody at a Boise hospital.
You spit on the street and go taking off, they'll catch you in a mile. I mean, how is this even able to happen?
Kevin Brown says he became friends with Henderson in the 80s.
Don would give you the shirt off his back. I'm not a big feeling discusser, but it just crescendos down on you. You realize just how much someone meant to you.
Police don't believe the men knew the other victim, Mauney, but they did say they likely knew Henderson. Thompson says Umfenauer briefly lived with him in Henderson about 10 years ago.
We asked Nick to leave because Nick had some serious behavioral issues, and he was frightening.
He says Umfenauer visited Henderson a month ago.
It was so strange that Nick came up here. He stayed an hour. I don't know. It just made me feel really weird.
It's unclear why he made that visit and why police say he went back last week with Meade.
Don was just a good human being. I don't know all the problems that they had that led to this, but he didn't deserve this, no one does.
A judge set Meade and Umfenauer's preliminary hearing for April 8th. They face numerous charges related to the hospital shooting, but at this time haven't been charged with the homicides. And as for the other victim, James Mauney, a small Latah County town continues to honor him. The 83-year-old was known for being part of the outdoor community. He and his wife visited the Blackberry Brew and Pub in Julietta often. Now there's a table full of items in remembrance of him, including a book he wrote about hunting and fishing with his dogs. The pub is also raising money for his wife. James Wayham has been a friend of Mauney's for more than a decade. He says Mauney was a kind man who would go goose and duck hunting with him and his son.
He was a staple on the bike path, always very pleasant and polite, and just cared about the community. So anybody that had come in contact with him would just see just how nice of a person he was, and that's obviously going to leave a hole in the community.
Police say Mauney was walking his dogs when Meade and Umfenauer met him last week. Detectives say they stole his van and took Mauney and his dogs with them. They later found Mauney's body and the hospital getaway car in a remote area near Leland. Tomorrow night, the pub is hosting a public forum with Latah County law enforcement to talk about community safety. Of course, we've covered this story extensively. For more information, including a timeline of what happened, that's all on our website, ktvbeat.com. Morgan and Brian.
A lot more information will come out in the weeks and months ahead as well. All right, Abby, thank you.